Hi everybody, it's Susie Q96. This stream doesn't have anything whatsoever to do with the giveaway. This is strictly I need to use my microscope and it seems to work well through the StreamYard. So basically what I'm doing here is I have coins laying all over the place. They're everywhere. And so I don't even know what some of them are. They're just piles of coins. And I don't have a lot of space, so I need to look at them under the scope and identify them and hopefully put them where they need to be, wherever that might be, here in my little corner. So that's what I'm doing. You're welcome to hang out here with me and tell me if you see something I miss or know something about that coin that might be why I laid it aside. So it's just a dandy thing that I'm going to be doing for a while to see what in the world is lying around my desk. This one's kind of grody, but it is a silver, a 1959 silver Rosie. So I know why that's laying here now. I don't know what to do with it. Right now, I'll just put it in a little plastic thing and I will put it in the silver pile. Let's see what other bag I can get off. That's garbage. Here's another bag. Hey, yeah, I'm fine. I am just cleaning off my desk. I have coins everywhere. I mean, yeah, nap time's over. I have bags of coins. I have boxes of coins. My little corner that I work in is totally overrun with stuff. So I thought, well, I need to go through all these. This isn't anything to do with the giveaway. This is just me looking at some coins, putting some coins away, and some of them might end up in the giveaway. I don't know what all this stuff is. It's just laying around. Ooh, this is kind of a toned 71D $50. Well, let me see if I need that in my $50 book. If I don't, well, we might have to find another home for it. So that's kind of what I'm doing here right now. And I'm not on camera because I'm not on camera. I don't need to be. I'm just looking at coins. But since I need all these hours, I thought, well, why not go ahead and look at them online? Maybe somebody will see, yeah, you're looking at the tiles. Well, right now you'll be looking at the coins. Along with me. I just need to put this stuff away. And I already have a very nice 71D in here that's really pretty. So that's not really a coin I need to keep. This is what I'm figuring out. Can it leave this area of my room and go to somebody else's house or go back to the bank? Oh, cool. What'd you get, Miss Southern Belle? Let me see who all's in here. Quite a few people for me not doing anything. Scratch and Go Crazy, Miss Southern Belle, J-Rod 83, Brandon Scott, Lucky James Eller, Papa Giorgio, Steel Wool Queen. Yep. Okay, this one, I need to make a box of things that don't need to stay in the room anymore. Let me see if I can find an empty box. I mean, I have stuff everywhere. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Oh, goody. I found a cardboard box that I can put things in that don't have to stay here. Hi, Whistle Pig Digging. I'm just killing time looking at coins that are laying around on my desk and trying to figure out why they're here. This is not anything to do with the giveaway. It's just hanging out in my channel. Ooh, hand-painted Canadian coins. That sounds good. Diggin' Canuck had some of those on her channel the other night. They were pretty. She had one that was a poppy, but they had painted it like a poinsettia. So it was pretty cool. Okay, this is a 64 nickel in a bag. Why do I have a 64 nickel in a bag? I don't know. I could have won it in a contest or something, but it's laying on my desk. So I'm going to get my nickel book out here, see if it is needed. And it does not appear to be needed. Got a very nice one in the book. There's another coin that does not need to be living on my desk. So you guys may end up winning some of these things later as I figure out why they're on my desk in the first place. I have no clue. A lot of them are quarters that are just left over from the car wash quarter search. I don't see anything exciting about this one, unless it's a W, which I don't believe that's going to happen. So, okay, that can go in the take me back to the bank and get some more quarters container. Yeah, it was a nice 64. I had a really good one in the book, though, so that one will probably go in somebody's gift bag or something at some point. That's kind of what I'm doing is I have little piles of coins. Some of them are, I don't know if there's any marked dimes here yet. It's just everywhere. I have like bowls of quarters. I have plastic bags of pennies. I mean, it's just crazy. I don't know what all is on my desk, except that it's a crap load of coins, and I need to put the good ones where they need to be, and the rest of them need to go where they need to go. This looks like, oh, this was in a roll I found earlier that I know what this is. I set this aside to send to my buddy, Storm and CA, who calls the dirty coins Vegas coins. So that's a Vegas coin right there. Then I got all these 82 and 83 pennies in a bag. I need to search them for smalls and larges, and now here's a bag with 4 pennies in it. I had no idea why I would have a bag on my desk. I think they might be Wheaties, which would explain why I have a bag of pennies on my desk. So, yeah, Wheaties. What kind of Wheaties? Okay. What kind of Wheaties? Okay, that's a 44. Nothing particularly special about this to my knowledge. And I'm pretty sure I don't need it for my book, but I will double check since my books are handy. That one starts at 59. Oh, these are empty. Those aren't my penny books. Those are giveaway penny books. I have a bunch of books here that we're going to fill up and give away at some point. These are nickels. Where's my penny books? Where's my penny books? Oh. Okay, maybe my penny books are up here. I don't know anymore. See, it's out of control, where I don't even know where my own collection is anymore. These are all empty books, all of them. Except this one, which is actually a full book, a full penny book that I got. So I can't even find my own penny books. This is bad. This is why I'm on here doing this right now, because my stuff is so out of control that I can't find my own collection. Okay, here's my 1909 to 1940. I have some pennies I need to put in that, so I need to set that aside. That's a Rosy Dime book. That's a Rosy Dime book. Here's 59 to 98 pennies. That didn't help me. I'm still looking for my penny book that would have the 1944 in it. And I do not see it anywhere. Well, fiddle-dee-dee, Miss Scarlet. This is a terrible situation. Well, This is just crazy. All right. Well, I'm going to assume I don't need any of these in this little bag. What I have determined, they are all 1940. No, they're not. That was a 1926 Wheatie, which looks like it has the remnants of a I can't tell if it has a mint mark or not. It kind of looks like it does. I'm thinking these might be ones that I set aside because I thought I saw something strange on them. So I'm going to leave that sit there for a second. I just can't tell. It looks like there was an S there, but I can't tell. And it won't do me any good to point my finger. I don't have a pointer. Maybe I can use the pen. But right there looks like the remnants of a mint mark to me. I've got my books out, Rose, and I'm looking at them, and they don't appear to be something I saved to put in my personal book. So I'm thinking I was sorting pennies and put them aside to do, to double check or something. But they don't appear to be anything that need to go in my personal book. So they will probably end up in someone's, a giveaway or a book that we're filling. Say 29. Again, I see things that I guess are not there. But like over right there, below the end of that 2, it looks like an S, but it's not really, I don't think it's really an S. Yeah, I might do that actually. I'm going to start working on some coin jewelry. Ooh, this is a nice one. Look at that 26. That thing is still got a little bit of brilliance left to it. So these are actually some pretty nice pennies. Let me look in this book and see if the 26 was anything that was needed in one of the books I was working on. No, I actually have a very nice 26 in my book. I don't know. take the 26 I've got out. And I think this is the one that was in my book. It's been in there for a long time. I think this one has a little more detail and a little more luster, but I don't know. Yeah, I kind of think I'm almost just going to leave my penny in there that I put in there years ago when I was a kid. And put this other one in another book. Because I'm going to start more books. So that's what we'll do. So those 4 can go in the box. Well, thanks for popping back in, Rose. I'm just building hours and trying to clean my desk. And as you can see, things are falling into a box that are going to be giveaways at some point. A lot of these coins or these quarters are probably going to go in my laundromat. Or back to, oops, there's a nickel. Back to the bank so I can get some more. What was happening with this? Arizona. Anybody know any reason? I have a list that I started making. I probably should pull that up. And it's a list of national park errors and oddities, some of which I don't think are actually real, but I have found mention of them. So I've got that in the background now, but that doesn't help me with the state ones. So I think these are just left over from last Monday's search and don't really have any significance. But I will set them aside because if they're state ones, I'll set them aside because we do have that book that we're trying to fill. Let me find that. Double check, make sure they don't go in here. And so that's an Illinois, 2003 Illinois. It's better than the one that's in here. The one that's in here's got green on it. So there we go. That can go in there. We don't need that one. Oh, this is a bicentennial here. That's why I set that aside. See, there's just like a mismatch of stuff, and it needs to be tidied. We finished the contest with the state quarters, and I filled my personal book. But I'm still doing them on the Monday night Lodo show because I have, I think it's 7 or 8 empty state quarters books. So I'm filling them up from the car wash and stuff like that. And then we're going to just give them away. They will become things for the giveaways. And it affords me the opportunity to find better ones than what I put in my book. But as far as people sending them in right now, we're not doing that at the moment. Unless somebody just wants to send them in for a donation. The contest where I did that is over. And I did finally get Brandon Scott's out of the envelope. Boy, that kid, he had those things taped in there really good. I didn't think I was ever going to get those out. I'm going to mark that one. That can go in the box. I don't think we need this Arizona. Yeah, I think what happens is I need a bag or I need a container or something. And so I just move the coins from one spot on my desk to the other. And then I get to a point where there are so many coins on my desk that I'm afraid I'm going to mix the old ones in with the ones that have already been searched. And so that's when I sit down and do this and just try to clean things up and make sure that I have not, oh, see, like there's one right there. I've been looking for that coin. I set this aside to put in this book right here. So there's one. So this is why I do it. This is why I always go back through all of this stuff, and the Puerto Rico, I'm pretty sure belongs in here too. Yes, indeed it does. This is why I always go back through my coins before I take things back to the bank and cash it in. So that's a good thing. Okay. Now this one, I got this bag from somebody. It's got 2 quarters in it, and it's marked die chips. So let's see if we can find the die chips. Supposedly there are some on here. I want to look at my list for a minute. See if I can remember what's supposed to be on Homestead. Okay, leaky bucket, snow on roof, pump reflection errors or cracked roof, or the top of the pump handle being double struck. So there's different things that are supposed to be happening on the homestead. Okay, what was the first one? Let's go through it systematically. The first one was leaky bucket and in the snow on the roof. So let's see if we can see any die breaks in those areas. I don't see a die break in the snow on the roof. I don't see anything that looks like the bucket is leaking. Like I said, I got these from somebody else marked as having die chips. I don't know if they're talking about cud or what they're talking about exactly, but pump reflection error or cracked roof. If anybody sees anything that I am missing in re-looking at these, I don't know what they mean by reflection error, but I don't see anything that looks abnormal about that. And I don't really see anything that looks like the cracked roof, unless whoever sent this to me is saying that this little blob right around there is cud, or down here at the end of the roof is cud. I'd really have to have another one in front of me to look at, but no, it's definitely not a leaky bucket. So I don't see any of the things on this quarter that would indicate to me any of those errors exist on it. So my guess is that quarter probably got put in this bag and does not actually have anything wrong with it. So I'm gonna call that one a no. Goodbye. Okay, now we got a Harper's Ferry. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. And the Harper's Ferry. There were some with double die obverse on the In God We Trust. But we'll take a quick look. We'll flip it over and take a quick look. And I do not believe this to have any DDO qualities whatsoever on the In God We Trust. I certainly don't see anything that jumps out there at me. So that was going in the bye-bye pile. All righty. Hey, Jack. How are you? Glad to see you. Just got to work. Now, these quarters here, I know are just left over from the show the other night and have already been gone through. I went through them myself and put them right back in that bowl. So those can go back to the bank. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Mikey. Hi, Pastor Tim. We're just looking at coins that are laying around on my desk. It's not part of the contest or anything. We're just trying to figure out, why does Susie have all these coins laying around? Why did she set that aside? Is that something for her collection? Is that something that needs to go to the bank? Is that something that needs to go in a box that we can give away later on? See, here's another container of random coins. This, I think, is a really dirty, yeah, that's a really dirty bicentennial that I saved. That is going in my special dirty coin collection. I think the rest of these are some more Wheaties. That's a 37, but it is in terrible shape. Hi, Kicking Cancer Metal Detecting. Hope you're doing well. Boy, this thing is chomped up. That poor coin is beat to death. And I know I don't need that in my collection. So I'm going to start a Wheatie bag over here. Somebody might need it as a space holder, but I don't believe I do. There's another 26. Yeah, this is another pile of random pennies. Wheaties. These are not metal detect. Well, some of them might be. I see a couple in that stack that looks like they might be metal detecting finds. So you'll see those in a minute, and they look very different than regular pennies because the soil does strange things. Like this one, I think this one may well be something I pulled out of the dirt. That one has all the earmarks. Cynthia, do you agree with me? This has all the earmarks of being pulled out of the dirt down in Georgia. I'm pretty sure this was a detecting find. It's in decent shape. It's not the best, but it to me looks like it's been in the Georgia clay for a while. All right, Jack, we'll be here for a while. We're not doing anything. I'm just, like I said, I'm just using the scope and trying to clear my desk off and put some things in boxes that perhaps other people's collections need and mine does not. So that's another one there. But I'm pretty sure that one was a detecting find, probably this year. This is another one that I'm pretty sure was a detecting find. I lived down in Georgia where Cynthia lives, and when you pull them out of the clay down there, they have a really unusual mottled coloring to them. And other than washing the loose dirt off of them, we really don't clean them. So they maintain that somewhat unusual patina. So I'm going to keep those that look like they need to be counted with my metal detecting money, but I don't believe all of these are. I think these are ones that I just pulled up one night so I could show people the difference between a metal detected coin and a one that you pulled out of a penny roll. There's a 46. I don't see any. This one may have been detected, which would have been how it got these little over here, got hit by the digger. So these may all have been metal detecting coins, but I don't think so because I haven't found that many Wheaties. Cynthia, patina's one word for it. My husband calls it crap. Yeah, well, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Indeed. But see, these were just sitting on my desk. I have no idea where, because I didn't label them, and then I moved, and so things just got scratched, you know, moved off my desk into a box or something, and now they're all over my desk. And we don't need that. I can't make decisions on what to give away if I don't know what's here. I was a lot closer to Florida than Cynthia. Ooh, there's a 44S sitting here. I was real close to Florida till I moved up here to Virginia. I was real close to Cynthia too, and we never did get together, and that kind of bothers me because I lived 10 miles from the Florida-Georgia border, or about 55 miles away from Cynthia. So maybe a little bit more, but not much. So there's a 44S Wheatie. We might give it a, put that in a something. No, not in that though. Oh, I wish Santa Claus had sent me money so I could have re-upped some of my supplies, but I did find a box with a bunch of flips in it when I was cleaning. So I don't have any $50 size flips though, so I need to get some of those. But yeah, this is just, I get to a point where I don't know what's here, and I'm afraid I'm going to accidentally get rid of myself. Whistle pig digging, where in Southwest Virginia? Because I'm in Galax, which is about 80 miles straight east from Bristol. And I can't find anybody around here that detects, although I know there are a couple of detectorists here. Okay, set 44S. I would love to do, I don't know exactly where Gate City is. I just moved up to this area. I was talked into it by my family, and I really wanted to go back. Oh, now see, this is a foreign coin. This isn't a Wheatie at all. This is, what is this? Oh, what in the world am I looking at here? This is a Canadian 1945. And Handy Andy 73.6 recently sent me 2 empty Canadian small cent books. So we can put that one in one of these books, which at some point I was planning on making a giveaway if we could get enough Canadian coins in there. And then I thought, well, I'd like to keep them because they don't make pennies anymore in Canada. And so I really have not decided what to do with them, but I can put it in this book. But yeah, that was in there with some Wheaties. Not a Wheatie at all. So, great. Gravy gravy. That one's got a home. A couple more here. 1938. Let's see if I need this. I have my original book from when I was a teenager. Yeah, a Canadian Wheatie. There you go, Cynthia. A Canadian Wheatie. Okay, 1938. I already have a very nice 1938. When I was in high school, back in the mid to late 60s, so I'm telling you how old I am, I worked in a grocery store. From the time I was 15, I started working at a grocery store. My mother worked for the same grocery chain. And my boss was really nice. He would let me buy coins out of my till at the end of the day if I had money. And if I didn't have any money that day, he would put them in a little envelope, put them in the safe. And when I got my paycheck, I could buy the silver or whatever out of my drawer. And so I had a little collection going. It wasn't a huge one by any sense of the word, but because as a teenager, I like to spend my money on things like going to see rock and roll bands and stuff like that. But I did manage to save some pennies and some other coins. Well, most of my coin collection was stolen many years ago, and I thought the pennies were in it. But when my mother passed away, I found my 2 penny books in her linen closet in the hallway of a house that I never lived in as a kid. So those books got moved from the old house where I grew up to my parents' new house. And so my mother still had them. So when she passed away, I got them back. Ooh, that looks like a detectorama there. I think that one's a detecting find. Handy Andy 736 sends me a lot of things for my channel, including the microscope that we are looking through right now. This is a 1953 something. PD, I can't tell. It's a 1953 though. I can read that. Because I was born in 1953. I don't have a problem making out what that date is. And I'm pretty sure I don't need that penny either. But I'm pretty sure that that is a detected penny. It's got all of the earmarks. My boss was really cool that he would let me do that. And every once in a while, like a silver certificate would come through and he would let me get them. I wish I still had that collection because I had a lot of pretty cool stuff. Oh, that's kind of grody. I had a lot of really cool coins that I had gotten out of my drawer. I worked there from the time I was 15 until I was 18 and graduated from high school. So over 3 years, even though I was only part-time, I still managed to accumulate some pretty good coins. Like I said, somebody decided they needed drug money, and I know that's for a fact that's exactly what happened. When I was in college, somebody that I knew, I'm pretty sure wanted some drug money, and so they took my coin collection. Got a 1962 D quarter I won from you, and I like it. Well, that's good, Mikey. I'm glad you like it. Mikey likes it. Mikey likes it. If you're old enough, you know where that line came from. Okay. So this is just assorted Wheaties that I can put away in the, might be moving along. This little box here I'm going to keep because I think these are part of my metal detected coins. Okay, we got rid of another container full of odds and ends. And lo and behold, we have another container here that I am also pretty sure is full of Wheaties. This is an old film container that they actually, Fujifilm made clear ones. Huh? This is not a Wheatie. Oh, these might just be S pennies. This is a 71S. And a 53. Yeah, these are just random Wheaties here. Random Wheaties. We sort them by decade. 45D. Yeah, welcome everybody that's wandering in. This stream is not part of the 12 days giveaway. This is just me trying to figure out what all these coins on my desk are and what I should do with them. Ooh, this one's really grubby. That's got some crud on it. But it's a cruddy Wheatie from the 50s. I'm pretty sure these are just ones that I found, that these are not detector finds. I think these are the ones from when Handy Andy sent me the box of pennies to search. Well, that's not far from me, Whistle Pig. That's, you know, that's not bad. Another 40. Yeah. 58D. I set the S penny off to the side. Another 53. Yeah, this is a whole plastic container. 56 of Wheaties. They're not like the best, but a Wheatie's a Wheatie. This one doesn't look too awful. A 39. I like the color on that one. So I'm gonna at least try to sort them by where they're, what year, decade they were from. This one looks like a detector find, but I don't know. Not by my detector, I'm pretty sure. But it looks like it's been in the dirt. 40s. 56. Now, once I know what they are, I can at least put them in some little envelopes. Tell me this one wasn't in the ground. I can put them in some little envelopes and we can. This coin is warped. Like, it's weird. It looks warped on the back side. Say 1925. Wow, that's old. 1925. But the back of it almost seems like it's warped. You know, like there's a raised, it might just be the reflection on it, but it looks funny on the back. Like it's got a little indentation under the one that's not just the color of the coin. It actually seems that way. Hammy Jones finally hit over 800 supporters. When she hits 1K, I'm going to send something for her 1K giveaway so she doesn't have to give away something personal. Well, I want you guys to know something. Everything that I give away, unless it was sent to me by Handy Andy with a specification of being given away, almost everything I give away is from my personal collection. So when you see me giving you something like that, that's coming out of my personal collection. That's not coming from, a donation box somewhere. That is coming out of my collection. And I'm never going to hit 1,000. I've given up on that. It's my goal for the year, but I'm not holding my breath. Yeah, I think that is a mower modified penny. That's exactly what I think, is that it just got slightly hit, but it didn't actually cut it. It just bent it. Hi, Ida. We're just over here playing tonight. We're looking at coins that were laying around on my desk that I have no idea what they are. We already did our drawing for today earlier today. And our winner on the day 2 was Silver Wishes. I'm pretty sure that's correct. And yesterday, the first drawing was Treasure Outdoors. So we'll be doing another one again sometime tomorrow. I don't schedule anything on this big long giveaway. This, however, is just Susie needs to organize her coins so she knows what she has that she can share that do not fit into her collections. And we have found all kinds of interesting things on my desk. We have found Canadian coins. We have found bags full of Wheaties. We have found coins that were supposed to have die crack errors that, if there's an error there, we didn't find it. So we're just sorting and talking and running up some hours that hopefully will help a little bit towards my getting monetized later this year, because it would really help me. What, the last one? No, I'm sure that was a 9. No, that's a 7. It's in the stack now. I got to look at them all again. See, I got in too much of a hurry, but I know it was this stack, so that's fortunate. 57, out of 57, 56D. I'll run back to them again. See what I can find. 53D, 58D. Yeah, these are 56D. These are not the best, but for someone who is just starting out, that's kind of a funky looking D on that one. And for somebody that's just starting out, these would be good space fillers. I'm going to push that one with the funny looking D off to the side. Okay, there's another one. Let me see if I can get them both. Look at, no, I guess it's okay. It just looks like the bottom is chopped off of this one. But that's probably just a boo-boo. Where do you see an RPM, Mikey? Which 56D? I have two 56Ds here. Okay. There's one of them. I'm consulting Mikey on this. I'm going to show these two 56Ds and let Mikey tell me, because he knows more about this stuff than I do. What's in my mailbox? The D, I think, is funky looking. That's the one that's under the scope right now. So, Oh, who knows? I'll probably go back through them again before I get rid of them. I'm just trying to get them sorted out because I'm not kidding. I have no idea what's on my desk, and I don't want to give away something. Yeah, it does kind of, Mikey. That's why I said I was going to look at that later, because it does kind of look like a D over D. Yeah. I set it aside because I thought it looked odd. Let me put that one in a little bag with a note on it, and we'll look at it again or get a second opinion. But I'm with you on that one, Mikey. That one didn't look quite right to me when I put it under the scope. So I'm going to put on a note. It says D over D with a question mark, and put it in this little bag. And then I'll at least know, and I'm putting that with my personal stuff so that I know it needs some attention. Because see, this one does not have that. This is the other one that came right after it. Doesn't have that. So, and there's the dirt one. Yeah, I need to be more diligent on checking. Now, see, that one doesn't look the same either. That does not look like the one that we think is the D over D. That one just, I'm trying to focus a little better. So I think, methinks we're going to study that other penny a little bit more, but I've got it now put aside where we can do so. And okay, 53. Went back through them all. So, hey, I've got these in an envelope now that says 1950s Wheaties. That gets them out of my way. I've got, this was a 70 something S, 71S. I'm just going to start one for S Lincolns, because there's probably another one around here, to be sure. Like I said, a lot of this stuff will probably be not staying here because I don't have a lot of room. I have room for my collection and a few things that are for giveaways, but I can't just keep, I don't have like a room that I can dedicate to coins. My place is very tiny, but I don't want to accidentally get rid of something that I could have given to someone or has some value because I just picked it up and accidentally pushed it off into the Coinstar jar or something. That wouldn't be good. So, Mikey, could you email me that information that you just posted about that 56D? And that way it will remind me to take a second look at it. And I can compare it to the NGC. Thank you, Mr. Mikey. I appreciate that. Oh. All right. Let me see what other. That's another empty container now. Now over here, I got another thing full of pennies. I have no idea. A plastic tube full of pennies. Like I said, some of this is probably from I searched a couple of penny boxes a while back when I first started getting pennies, and then the COVID thing hit, so I couldn't get pennies anymore. See, here we go with some more Wheaties, assorted Wheaties. So good thing I started an envelope. There's a 58D. 57D. Yeah, that'd be good, Mikey. That would be real good. Because it might be helpful to some folks to have that link. And that one looks Norm. I think these are all 50s in this tube. 58D. 58D. Yeah, thank you, Mikey. That's a really handy link to have. And I'm going to tell you a story. See, now there's a 57D. That does not look the same as that other one did. I was at Christmas dinner yesterday, and my niece's daughter was here. And I haven't seen her for many years. And I asked her what she did for a living. And she told me she is a bank teller. She lives in Hawaii. I'm going to see if I can arrange for her to send me a box from Hawaii. It'll cost a fortune, but I would like to search a box of pennies from Hawaii. I think that would be awesome. But one of the things that she told me about working at the bank, and when she told me this, right after she told me, then I told her about my coin collecting show and what we do. But she said that there are an incredible number of people who come to the bank and ask the teller if they're old coins, how much is this old coin worth? And of course, banks are not the NGC or any sort of grading thing. The clerks have no knowledge of coin grades and that sort of thing. They're money counters. So, she just tells them, hey, it's worth face value at the bank. But she told me there's a surprising number of people who bring their coins to the bank thinking that the bank teller is going to be able to tell them if it has value or not. And so I told her about my show, and I'm going to talk to her and see if maybe she can save me some coins that get cashed into her bank, or if she can possibly send me a box from Hawaii, because I think that would be awesome to search a box from Hawaii in Virginia. But yeah, I would have never gone to the bank and said, hey, is this Walker worth, what's it worth? Well, to the bank, it's worth face value. So, but I was really surprised when she told me how many. She said it usually happens 2-3 times a day where somebody will have an old coin. Oh, is that worth anything? Yeah, it's worth whatever it says on it to the bank. So I just thought it was really interesting. I would never think of going to my bank teller and asking her if my coins were valuable. But people, I guess they do. So I just thought that was an interesting thing that happened during my Christmas dinner yesterday. Oh, that's great, Jack. So hang around with us. And if you guys are here, please do me a favor and hit the like button and make sure that you have your notifications turned on so that you're not missing the streams where we're doing all the giveaways, because I would really hate for you to miss out on that. We had a lot of fun in today's stream. We got to open my Christmas stocking, and we just had a good time. I'm almost to 700 subscribers now. I was past 700, and then they took a whole bunch of them away from me. And I have worked my way back up. And I'm really trying to get to my 1,000 and get monetized before they change that, because I heard a rumor that they were going to change it and make you have 4,000. And if they do that, I'll never get monetized. So that wouldn't be good. Well, that's good. I have 25 likes and I have 13 people watching me right now. So thank you guys. I need all the help I can get. I'm just a crazy old coin lady. It's a 53D. I was born in 53, so I'm officially old. 54. Yeah, there's a lot of 50s in here. 58. 51. Yeah, I'm sure that I've checked and don't need these in my book. I think these were just extras. I got a roll of wheat pennies from somebody, and it's got some nice details. Wheat looks pretty sharp on this one. Yeah, it's not a bad looking 51. Like I said, these are not spectacular, but for somebody who's just getting into collecting, they might be just what they need to get started. So we will, most of them will probably end up in my giveaway box. They're 1950. I don't have money to go out and buy all these silver rounds and, you know, all the stuff. When you see me giving stuff away like that, it's because I have won that on someone's channel or someone has given that to me, and I am digging into my personal collection to share with other people. Sometimes I will have 2 of something, and so, you know, so I will give one away. Or once in a while, I will have something sent to me that says, use this for the giveaways. And so that's where my giveaway stuff comes from. A lot of it has come from my personal collection. Giving away an ounce of silver at the end of the year. Well, I'm going over to Jack's at the end of the year then, because I could use an ounce of silver. Oh, I could. That one looks weird. I don't know why. It just doesn't look like a 1. I'm going to push that one aside. The ones I put back in the tube, I'm going to spend more time with. And the ones that I'm going to part with, I'm putting in a little coin envelope. Yeah, that one does look odd, doesn't it, Reed? And so it wasn't just me. It's like, there's what a 1 would look like. Now, let me bring this coin down. Look at that one. There's two different ones there in that number to look at. Now, just looks odd to me. I set it aside, Mikey. I'm going to study on it more later. Now, see, there's another 57D. That D looks normal, not like the one that Mikey and I set aside earlier. So, yeah, that first 57, It is set aside. I have a little plastic tube here that I'm going to put the ones that require a second look. Mikey and I both been looking at some of these. Mikey's better at it than I am. Mikey's got a real good eye. And if I see something, I'll usually say, hey, Mikey, or if Andy is here, I will bounce it off of them because my old lady eyes don't always work. But yeah, if you guys see something while I'm doing this that catches your eye as not looking quite as it should, by all means, let me know, because I actually am using a pair of dollar reading glasses right now. For those of you who missed my morning show, I broke my glasses. I don't want to go on camera, but there's the eyepiece to my glasses. That's the nose bridge. And here's the other half of my glasses coming in here. See where I broke them? I broke them right at the bridge. So I'm wearing $1 glasses from the Dollar Tree right now. So if you guys see something that I'm not seeing, please let me know, because it would be of great help to me. That's another reason I'm doing this. It's a second set of eyes for me. Yeah, I do have my loop here too. There's my loop. So yeah, I have my loop also. Yesterday's prize on the first day of Christmas was actually a loop. Oh, that's at 25. Yeah, I gave away a loop yesterday. I like the other one that I got later on. So I had this one, I didn't use it maybe once or twice. So I gave it away yesterday, and the person who won was very pleased that they were getting a loop. So that was a grand idea that I had. And yeah, I like having a loop. Majestic Sound of Coins. There's a name I haven't seen for a while. Yeah, I like carrying a loop when I go metal detecting, because like I said, my eyes are not that great anymore. And when I go metal detecting, I have a problem. When I bend over, my glasses want to fall off. And so my glasses are a constant problem for me. So I carry a loop, and that's how I can do things out in the field. It doesn't weigh very much. Once again, this particular stream has absolutely nothing to do with the 12 Days of Christmas giveaway. This stream is just Susie's got to look on her desk and see what is lying around here. I mean, some of this stuff, I know why it's here. It's here because I haven't put it away yet. It belongs in my personal collection and didn't get put up. Like this one right here, that is my copper round Liberty. And I need to check and see if I have 2 of those, because if I do, I will give one away. This is another one that is part of my personal collection, and this is actually 0.72 silver. This is a 1953 Mexican peso. And the band that I work with, I am retired, but I volunteer my time as the publicist for a 60s rock band that I was a big fan of, question mark and the Mysterians. And they were the first band in history made up of Mexican migrant farm workers' kids who had a #1 hit record on the Billboard Hot 100. They broke a lot of barriers TV shows didn't know what to do with them because this was in the time period of segregation. They didn't know, do I put them with the white axe? Do I put them with the black axe? What do we do with these boys? And I love these coins because they have, let's see if I can get, this is industry. Commerce. Of course, it's in Spanish, comercial. Agricultural. So, really cool coin. That was a gift. I keep my Mexican coins. That's me. If I get duplicates, I will give them away, but that's one of my personals. And then I know why this lovely coin is lying here. That's one of my rounds that has not been put away yet. I don't have a lot of rounds. I'm really kind of more a constitutional kind of coin collector, but I do have some rounds, and you'll see me periodically give rounds away. And when I do, they're coming out of my personal, my personal stash. Oh gosh, what is this mess up here? Oh my goodness. Oh gracious. There is stuff everywhere. Oh gosh. I'm going to be here for hours doing this. I kid you not. I'm just finding bags of coins. Ooh, White's Treasure Pro. That's a good one. I'd love to have a White. I was too poor to get a White. But I'm very happy with my Simplex Plus, my Nocta Macro Simplex Plus. I love my metal detector. This really started out as a metal detecting channel. But what happened? It's called COVID. Okay, these are the different life stages of Lincoln pennies. I'm pretty sure that's what is going to, yeah, there's the cabin. There's a tidier one. So that's what's in this bag. Like I said, they're just little bags of things all over my desk that need homes, but I have to look in them and see what they are. Shell. Hi, honey. How are you? So now I know what those are. Those can go over here in this box. Oh, I see some bags with some $50 in them. A lot of these are things that I won on buying coin rolls. 67 Kennedy. Somebody made a terrible remark about this coin. I remember this coin. I got it in a coin roll, and someone made, I thought it was a little tasteless remark about these marks right here, and said, oh, look, you can even see the bullet holes. I remember when I got this coin, because I thought that was horrible that somebody would say that. Doug Harding found a DDO 41 and a 42 Merc and a 44 DDO quarter. Wow. You're hitting pay dirt there, Doug. Yeah, once you get the microscope and you can put things under there and really take a look at them, it makes a lot of difference in. This is another 67. This one's got some people call that patina. In this case, I call that crud, but It looks like snot. I'm sorry. It looks like it's got snot on it. Oh, well. Okay, so there's a bag with a couple 67s in it. See? This stuff is just everywhere. And like I said, a lot of it I used, when I had a little more money, I used to buy rolls on people's channels. And, okay, there's a 66. Kennedy. And there's an even nicer 66 Kennedy. So I'm finding a lot of things just lying around that will be going in different directions once I figure out what they are. Yeah, I just got a random handful of coins that are lying on top of the shelf next to my computer. I have zero idea what in the world these are doing here. But the end goal of what I'm doing tonight is I'm trying to make room for all this 12 days of Christmas giveaway stuff. Because it's spreading out all over the place, and I need to contain it in some fashion. Okay, so I have no idea why all these coins are here. Probably no reason whatsoever. A 1998 quarter. Some of these may be here because they were left in my pocket after I did my laundry. Oh my goodness. Or they were ones that got searched and got spilled on the floor and I picked them up later. There's a 65. I don't see anything too darn exciting about it. If you're enjoying hanging out here with me, doing absolutely nothing, and you'd take a second and hit the like button, make sure you are subscribed to my channel and that you have your notifications turned on all. Because if you turn it on personalized or none, that's what you're going to get is none. Nada. That is a nasty looking coin there. I have a special container for nasty coins. Every once in a while somebody has nasty coin contests. I found a buffalo. Where the buffalo roamed. In 1926, I believe. I'll leave that sit there for a minute while I look for my buffalo book. I just saw it not long ago. Buffalo. There's my buffalo book. I don't have very many buffaloes, and I like them. I like buffaloes. I used to have a real good collection of buffaloes, and I was always checking, for checking the legs and everything. 3 legs, 4 legs, stuff like that. Oh, did I see Wheatback Attack? Cool. So anyway, this one needs to go in my book because I have like 4 buffaloes in my book. I had to restart my buffaloes. My other ones got stolen a long time ago, and I restarted. So we'll give that a home where the buffaloes roam. In my book. Know why that was sitting? Yeah, he could be. Okay, here's just some more random. This is just random change. Oh, 73S. I started an envelope for Lincoln's S. Lincolns. Justin Busman. Hey. Absolutely nothing is going on. I am just cleaning up my desk and sorting things out that need to go to the bank and need to go in the giveaway box and need to go in my personal collection, and things that are just pure tea junk. Because I don't have any room left here on my desk. I think this is going to the laundromat. So we're just hanging out. I had my second giveaway earlier this morning. No telling when the next one will happen. Sometime tomorrow. There's a 64 nickel. Nothing particularly exciting about it except that it's from the 60s. But someone might need it for their collection to fill a space in a book while they get started. So anyway, I figured since I was going to have to fire up the scope, the scope, and be looking at stuff, that I might as well get some airtime in. Let's look at the giveaway state book and see if we need that in there. I have so many books out here now. This is insane. Okay, those are my books. That's my book. Where's the giveaway book? I've lost the giveaway book again. I'm consistent. I have lost the giveaway book 3 or 4 times. Here we go. I found the giveaway book. All right, let's see if Kentucky has been filled in the giveaway book. 2001 Kentucky. Oh, we need it in the book. Cool. Fill that hole. That's about the 3rd or 4th one that I have put in there tonight. Ow! Dang. Busted my knee up against the desk. So 81D, nothing particularly exciting about that, other than the fact that it's copper, and I think that's why it's that I have a bag of copper. I don't know why I'm saving copper. Does anybody else save copper? Is that just me, or I don't know. I do not know. But I have a whole sack of copper somewhere. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Oh, here it is. Great big bag of copper. And then I got another bag of 82s, 83s that I haven't looked at for things I need to. Oh, thank you, Mikey. I appreciate that. A 99p Rosie. Why? Why? Probably when we were searching those rolls of dimes. I had spillage. I always have spillage because my work area is so small that I'm always spilling coins. And then when I clean under my desk, I am pulling strays out from under there. I found a 45 Merc one day when I was down in Georgia. I think it was 45, a 40s Merc anyway. That was in my trash can. That was kind of a strange one. It had gone off the desk, and okay, don't need that. And was in the trash, and I almost stood away. Yeah, see, that's kind of why I started keeping them, Mikey. But I don't know, at some point, I don't have the room. You know, I just don't have the room. And that is a problem for me. I don't have space, and then I let this stuff just get all over on my desk until I have to do this, because I simply have no space left And so this may be a kind of a marathon tonight of just going through and looking at coins. But I have put a lot of things in a box that at some point are gonna either go to the bank or they're gonna be given away. So Yankee Down South Adventures, hey, how are you tonight? We're just hanging out, not doing anything. We did our giveaway earlier this morning, but I have so much stuff laying around. I got to clean up and act. So I'm just sorting through random coins tonight, chit-chatting with folks, seeing what people got for Christmas. Ooh, there's a 1949 nickel. I know why I set that aside. Because I probably needed it. Or thought maybe somebody did. I have so many books down here. I can't find the one I need. Ah, here's the one I need. Let's see if I need the 49. 47, 48, 49. All right. That one gets a home. This is a pluggable brand, which was gifted to my channel by Handy Andy 736 because he got tired of seeing me wear 3 pairs of glasses and looking through a loop. It's not a particularly expensive magnifier, but it sure gets the job done. It just plugs into your USB port. If I ever want to part with any 68 whatevers, okay, well, we'll see if I have any 68 whatever. I got everything else in here. I probably do have a 68. 76. I'm sure that was part of the copper cord. 80D. That's actually not a bad looking 80 if it didn't have that big blob under his ear. That's a little unfortunate. A little unfortunate. But it's copper. It's copper. $70D. Yeah, I think these are just coppers that I pushed off to the side. 66. I know I don't need it, but yeah, that was a really nice looking 80, except that it had that has that blob on it right there. And that's unfortunate because that's a really nice looking penny, except for that. I don't think this is 1,000. I'm not sure anymore what my I'm gonna move it for a sec so I can I just dumped everything. I'm not sure. I don't think it's 1,000, but it might be. It was either an 800 or 1,000. I'm not sure. Sometimes I wish it was a little less, actually, where I could get the whole coin under there well. But I really like it, and it was a very, very generous gift. Ooh, that's a cruddy looking Joyzy. But let's see if it's needed in the giveaway book. I have a whole bunch of empty coin books that were donated to the channel, and one by one, we've been filling them up and giving them away. So I always check and make sure that we got a book going right now that's going to be given away. So I've made a real quick check there, see if that needed to go in it. It did not. I'm about out of money. So, and oops, boy, somebody gouged his face. In order for me to go get more quarters for the Lodo coin collecting show on Monday, I'm going to have to go cash some of this stuff in. So that's why I'm just making a quick trip through, double checking. That's not a bad looking 81 at all, except for that gouge in his face. Well, I don't have a lot of money. I'm on Social Security. So if I want to give things away on my channel and get other people interested in doing what they're doing, this is kind of how I do it. So right from the beginning, I'm going to tell you about Handy Andy 73.6. I had never done a live stream before. And my very first live stream, the trolls came in. And they reported me. The first time they reported me for some violation, and YouTube shut my stream down. So I waited a little bit and I tried again. And the second time they reported me for nudity. Now, I'm 67 years old, and the only thing that wasn't covered up on that video of me was my face. But I got so upset because I had never encountered trolls or any of that doodah. And so when I came back and I made another video telling everybody what had happened, and I got very emotional and I started crying because I was really upset. And Handy Andy 73.6 from that point on has stuck to me like he's my brother. And I cannot begin to thank him enough for everything that he has done for my channel. I mean, he has kept this channel going 2 or 3 times where I just wanted to throw the towel in and say, I can't do it. But I'm still here. And so there, 1952. Not the best specimen, but once again, I'm starting from scratch on my nickels. I had nickels a long time ago. I had really nice ones. And somebody decided, probably 20 years ago, to liquidate my collection so they could buy drugs. And so most of my collection vanished from my personal effects. And so not too long ago, I needed to pay StreamYard so that I could stream more than 18 hours a month. And Handy Andy 73.6 sent me a box of nickels to search and then use the rest of the nickels to pay for the StreamYard. So I started new nickel books. So I am looking to see if I need this one, and I actually do. It will hold my space in there. And so I'm starting all over. The only part of my collection that I still have that did not get stolen were at my mother's house, which was my penny books up to, I think, like 75 or so. And then after that, there's, so that was when that stopped. And in my penny book, since I did not have a 1909 BDB, I had my 1863 Indian head was stuck in there. So that's actually probably the first coin I ever had in my collection, and I still have it. And only because somehow that part of my collection ended up at my mom's and did not get stolen. So another story. I always have all these sagas. Be your roll of 61 D cents you won from mobile coins. Good. I have a question for you, Mikey. When you have a roll of like a certain year of BU coins, and you know they're all the same year and the same mint mark, what are you looking for when you search those? Because I have a couple of rolls of BUs, and I really don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with them. So I am, oh, there's a new buffalo as opposed to the old buffalo. So if you could explain to me, when you're searching a roll of the same date BU coin, what are you hunting for? Errors, or I'm new and old enough to be confused by that. So Mikey's my resident expert right now. He and Handy Andy. I may not know all this stuff, but I know the people that do. And that's where you want to be. Okay. That's my other thing. I don't have a book for any nickels past. Oh, yeah, I do. There we go. Starting 1996. There we go. I do have a book. I almost spoke out of school. That's a 2005 P. And I already have that one. So that's another one that can go over to somebody else's beginning collection. It's just, I got this one lady that I got her started down in Florida. She and her grandson. I was doing the car wash quarters. Okay, see, that's what I needed to know. What you're looking for in there. Anyway, I got this lady down in Florida, this senior lady, and her grandson. When I was doing the car wash quarters, but they didn't do car wash quarters. They were taking her husband's poker winnings every week. Every Wednesday, he went down, played nickel dime quarter poker with his buddies. And before he mingled all of his coins in with previously won money, she and the grandson go through and they're filling their state quarters book out of grandpa's poker winnings. So, and they've already filled one book, and I guess now they're working on their second one. So I gave her something that she could bond with her grandson doing. And that was kind of the purpose of doing this. You see, I don't even know what years these are, these rolls that I have. I have, a roll of 57 Ds, which I will be getting into at some point. And I don't know where the other roll is, but I know there's another one around here somewhere. But yeah, I got a roll of BU 57s. And I don't know where the other one is right now, but anyway. Yeah, they're dropping like flies. They're getting tired of watching me do nothing here. I think that's just for the copper value. And I think that is just trash. That's just trash. I think that's probably a detected coin. Ooh, 41. I'm sure I don't need it, but I have a place for it where I'm getting these all nice and neatly sorted out. That's a bicentennial quarter right there. Yeah, see, I just set all this stuff aside when I'm doing my live stream or whatever, and then it just piles up into a big mess. and some of it I'm thinking, oh, well, I could give that to the kids, or I could, do this or that with it. And instead, it just ends up in a giant mountain of mess here. So a lot of them are going to end up in giveaway bags. I'm thinking about doing some grab bags or something like that. I haven't decided yet, but it doesn't need to be on my desk taking up space if it's not going to be part of my collection or part of my show. So there's a 63. So I thought, well, I didn't feel like cleaning house anymore today, and I've already done my laundry, so what the heck? Let's just sort through some of this and get it cleaned up so I can make room for the 12 Days Christmas stuff, which is starting to grow exponentially as I make the packages for the winners. So I figured it was something I needed to address. And what better way to do it than to sit around and do it with an audience, some of whom have a much better knowledge of coins than I do. You know, sometimes 2 sets of eyes or 3 sets of eyes are much better than one. And like I said, some of these are the coins that I found on the ground at the car wash. I was at the car wash a couple weeks ago, washing my car and getting my quarters for the Lodo coin collecting show. And I walked over to the change machine, and on the way back, I saw a whole bunch of pennies and nickels and stuff laying on the ground. So, because I like coins, I picked it all up, and I ended up having like $1.50 something cents. We had a contest one night in the show to everybody guess how much money was in the that I picked up off the ground. There's another 63. File that in my 60s nickels. Ooh, this looks like it might be silvered. This might be a silver. It is. It's a 1960 Roosevelt dime. Do I need it in a book? If I don't need it in a book, I need it in the pile of giveaway silver. Let's see if we need it. This book is real empty. It has 1 coin in it. No, actually it has 5. So I'm probably going to need this one myself. 1960. 49.50. 57. My eyes don't want to focus. 1960. All right. 1 for me. Yay. 1 for me. 2020D. It's got some scratches on it, so I don't need that. I have a jar down here. I'm throwing the roll it up and take it back to the bank money in. So that's going to happen Monday, so I can go get some more quarters, because it's the end of the month and I am broke at the end of the month. So where are we at? 61. Let's see. I need this 61, which I do. Thank you. That goes in my book. Yeah, when this is all said and done, these will end up, my personal collection will end up with one of my niece's kids' one of hers goes metal detecting with me. Look at that 3. The top of the 3 and maybe the top of the 9, but look at the top of the 3. Am I seeing things, or is there a double line there? Anyway, I have a couple of them that are interested in either coins or detecting. And I don't have any children of my own. I have a stepson somewhere, but he's just, I don't know. I did the best I could with him, but he was almost fully grown when I got him, and he has some issues. I love him, but would I give him my coin collection? No. I would not. My niece's kids are very level-headed, well-mannered kids. My nephew speaks multiple languages. His father speaks over 20 languages and has worked at the Pentagon. My nephew wants to go to college and then go to work for the State Department. He's a really, really sharp kid, and I give him coins. And then his sister likes to go detecting with me. So that's where my coins will end up. Oh yeah, I'm thinking that looks. I'm not getting any response here from Archaeology Mikey on this one. I'm waiting for him to. I can get some better light on the subject here. Don't know if that made it better or worse. Oh, come on, Sue. I bumped the scope and now I can't. Yeah. I don't know if this light's aggravating the situation or not. Top curve of the 6. The top of the 3 is what got my attention because of the lines across the top of the 3. I'm moving it around a little bit, trying to see it from different angles. But the top of the 6 looks interesting, and the top of that 3 definitely looks interesting. So let's see what the "In God We Trust" part looks like. That's not doing it for me, except, but up here there's 2 or 3 things that look. The 3 definitely is what got my attention. The E a little bit, but use my pen here. Across the top of the 3 and also in the first upper bend of the 3. So I'm going to put that one aside for now with a little note. I'm making some little envelopes with notes in them of ones that need to be revisited with better eyes and more opinions. And there will be a whole nother show probably where I do that. Because I don't want to spend a bazillion, but that may be why I set that aside. Some of these are just like they fell on the floor and I picked them up. Some of them are I set it aside because I saw something unusual. So We just gotta, I think that is strictly a copper issue. I don't think I saw anything crazy on that. But I have put that nickel aside for further investigation. And I'm going to move on and investigate this other pile of coins. I guess that's a 76D with a big blob there. Everything looks normal on it. I think that's just a wear and tear. Goes in the copper bucket. Oh, here's a Wheatie. A sweetie Wheatie. Or as my buddy Park Rat Pat calls them, buckwheats. 51 buckwheat. Put that in the 50s. Wheaties. I can't believe there's still 7 people here. If all 7 of you have hit like, thank you very much. There's a 77D. Doesn't look too bad. It's still got a little brilliant left on it. Little bit. Not too mangled. Not too mangled. We'll put that over there in that box. This is just a sad clad here, I'm pretty sure. 2009 P dime. I'm sure there was nothing about that. I probably had that in my pocket. 77D. Copper. Yeah, I searched a roll of pennies yesterday, so that's probably what a lot of this is. This is probably the copper. 75. Not bad looking. Got a few scrapes on his little face there, but yeah, I cleaned my bathroom today and found coins. They're everywhere. Hi, my name is Susie and I'm a coinaholic. 63 nickel triple die obverse. Yeah, I need to, I know mostly quarters is I need to study up more. I do have my books here, and when I just started getting into doing the coins again was when I ended up having to start packing to move, and then I moved into the cabin and stayed there for a brief amount of time. And now I have moved into my apartment where I actually have space and time to work on my coins, and probably little else because winter is setting in, and right now I think it's like 12 degrees outside. The ground is frozen and I can't metal detect. So this seemed like a good time for me to start learning more about my coins and also getting my collection in some sort of order where I know what I have. I'm going to flip this back over for a second, but I wanted to see what year. 79. Yeah, see, that's me. I'm making a database of the national park variety and errors, and I've got about 55 on the list so far of those. So I'm kind of working on my quarters first because I do quarters so much on my Monday night show. Okay, Indianapolis. Let's see if we need that in the giveaway book. Indiana, do we need you in the giveaway book? Nope. Laundry money. Some of it is laundry money. I mean, truly. There's an 81. Copper popper. What is this? Oh, that's that 80 with the, I haven't decided what I want to do with that yet. 93p, he's back. Reads Art of Adventures, he's back. And guess what? I'm still here looking at these goofy coins that I picked up from all over my desk. I mean, they have just multiplied to a point where I have to do something about picking this stuff up and putting it away, or taking it back to the bank, or something. It's just gotten out of control. And like I said, I'm afraid one day I'm going to go to do my laundry and I'm going to grab my W quarters or something, you know, and I don't want that. So the way to do it is to put the stuff away in the first place. And so I have not gotten on Discord yet. I'm going to have to learn that. I've got some other things I'm trying to learn how to do right now, but Discord is on my list, to be sure. It absolutely is. I hear a lot of good things are available there. When I was living up on the mountain at my sister's, I had this crazy internet that I had to pay by the gig. And so I had to really not go online too much. And so now that I am back down in civilization, I can do things like get on and figure out how to use Discord and what in the world have I done? I've got two different envelopes going for the same thing. That's not good. Put that over there. Anyway, now I have the ability to spend more time online investigating how things like Discord work, and I have found some other resources for my channel that might be able to help me out. Okay. It could have been. I don't know. See if I could rescue it. I already dropped it down the chute, but I think I know where it went. Maybe I don't. Well, when I'm rolling these coins up, I always look at them again anyway. So if it is, I'll spot it when, oh, there's another buffalo roaming through. Ooh, 19, 26. Can't tell, 26, 28. Looks like 26 to me. Second opinion is in order. But yeah, a lot of this stuff, I'm hoping to have time over the winter months to really get into and improve my channel and improve my collection and all of that good stuff. Yeah, I thought it was a 26 also. And I already have one in my book. So all right, well, there's one that somebody will enjoy. But yeah, I figured if I was going to sit here doing this, I might as well log in some hours for YouTube. And hopefully maybe somebody would come by and hit the like button, and that would help me out considerably. Because it would help me tremendously if I could monetize my channel, because I am on social insecurity, as I like to put it. And I really can't, I give away stuff and then it costs me money to mail it and costs me money for the supplies and that kind of stuff. So if I could get monetized and at least pay for those things, that would make me really happy. And I lost a lot of momentum when I moved. I was up to over 700 people, and then I got knocked all the way back down to about 500 and something. So it's just been an ongoing struggle. Now, what are these? Another tube full of pennies. Oh my goodness. I'm probably not going to do a whole lot more tonight, but I'm going to at least clear this one area of my desk. I have a whole nother box full of stuff over here. No, the Buffalo nickel did not have a mint mark. How long have I had my channel? Well, that's a good question. If I could find my mouse, I will go look, but a while, not like years and years, but I had some other content that was on my channel and I left it up there related to the band I work with. I will probably at some point move that and start a channel just for them, but I'm going to go back and get the date of my first metal detecting video, if I can do that, and then I can tell you. When I started, I was shooting my metal detecting with my cell phone, and a channel called Iffy Signals, Mike over at Iffy Signals, sent me a GoPro 3 so that I could have a little better quality footage, which helped me so much, because my phone would die after like 10 minutes. It was so bad. Oh, it was so bad. Let me see if I can sort this. I don't know how to sort this. Manage videos. Let's see if I can go over there and do that. Let's stick this quarter back under there so you guys are at least looking at something while I do this. I don't know if it will let me do what I want to do. I just want to look at the oldest one. I have a bunch. If I can get back to the oldest one, I can tell you how long I've had my channel. I put my first metal detecting video online on January the 2nd of 2020. So it will be a year next week. Everything else that is on my channel prior to that has to do with the band I work with, and there's one video of me playing with a band. Other than that, my first metal detecting video was January 2nd, 2020. So next week, it'll be a year. And now we have the answer. U.S. Silver Stacker. While I was doing that research, Uh, and so, yeah, even though it says I've had a channel longer than that, um, that's when I put my first metal detecting video up. Okay, let's see what else other stuff lying around is. There wasn't anything exciting about that quarter. So that's gone. These are of my personal collection, I believe. They're just laying around here. Yeah, I was thinking about giving this one away, actually. It's kind of, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, but it's kind of worn and tattered, but it is silver. So anyway, that's excuse me, a 1945. That poor eagle has pretty much been plucked. Got a few little feathers over here, and can still shake a tail feather. But that one's pretty well roasted. Yeah, okay. What is this? Oh, this I got from T-Wolf. This is a part of my personal stuff. I found some stuff that I got from T-Wolf a year ago, and I just found it down in a file cabinet. This is a San Antonio Missions S-mint that I got from T-Wolf during a coin roll hunt that was located on the 31st of January 2020, so about a year ago. That's how long this has been lost in my stuff. Here's a good one. This one, I don't remember whose coin roll hunt this was, but it's a 74D. And let me know if you can see why I have it the way I have it. And it doesn't have to do with that edge. It's in a badly done flip. There, let me get it centered in the flip. Anybody see any reason why I would have that? No, I don't think it came from Big Flip. I'm not sure, though. I'm not sure whose handwriting that is. They didn't mark it, but it was something that came out of a search. Yeah, well, this is marked on the thing as being a DDO. It might have come from Rob Finds Treasure, too. So anyway, I'm not sure about it, but that's what it's marked, and I'm not the one that marked it as a DDO. So, and it may have come from T-Wolf. I don't know. That's another thing I've got to get better about. When I get these coins from people, I need to make a notation of who I got it from, because in one case, well, actually 2 cases, I got a coin that turned out to be counterfeit. Fortunately, it wasn't anything I paid for. I won it in a contest, but I didn't want to be giving away a counterfeit coin. So I gave it to my nephew with it clearly marked that it was counterfeit. And we decided that at some point we might cut it open and look and see what it's made out of. But anyway, I'm keeping that one because I don't know the accuracy of the labeling, and I don't want to put it out there and have it be something it's not. So I still have lying here a plastic bag full of pennies, a plastic bag full of dimes, and a plastic tube full of pennies. So I think I'm going to start with the plastic tube full of pennies. I might save the bag for later. But once I get these off of my shelf, I have some room now to put the prizes for the contest, because right now they're under my Christmas tree and my cat thinks they belong to him. Oh, look, more Wheaty Beaties. 1944. A 44 beatie. Yeah, see, I really have to learn all of the different 45. This may be a whole tube of 40s. At one point, I did have a bunch of stuff sorted out by decade, and that's about it. It hadn't been searched for anything. 41. Yeah, I think this is a tube of 40s Wheaties. I'm not going to go through them real well. 17 BU, 61 RPM. In that roll that you were doing tonight, Mikey? $42. 46. Yeah, that's what this is. This is a whole roll. I mean, a whole tube full of 1940s wheat pennies. So I'm going to have to, well, good job, Mikey. I'm going to have to take a better look at these after I study what to be looking for on them. But now I know what that is. And I'm going to look at 2 or 3 more. And if I ascertain that they're all 40s, then I will search through these another time. We know what they are, and that's a good thing. I can get them back in this tube for now and get them off my desk and marked so I know what they are. And I have some other 40s floating around here I can put in here with them that I put in one of these little envelopes. Oops. May not fit. That may be the issue. Yeah, I'm going to have to, I'll just leave those in the envelope for now. The tube is full. But we have made significant progress on my area here and on putting things in the jar to take back to the bank, things that can go along to in a grab bag or something to someone else's collection, things that need further research. And that's all good because now I've got a lot of this stuff in one box. And, well, they were up until 43. And then 43, they stamped out the steel pennies. And then after the war, yeah, they were stamping them out like crazy because all the GIs came back from World War II. And they needed money to spend. So, okay, I ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4 empty coin containers. I ended up with a container full of really crappy, ugly coins for when people have ugly coin contests. Then I got one here. I got to open it up because I cannot tell if the scratch on it is from, if it's on the coin or if it's on the case. And if it's on the coin, I'm probably not going to keep the coin, even though it is silver. If it's on the case, I'll get another case for it. But I'm hoping it's on the case, and it looks like it is. I think that is on the case. Let's see. I'm not real good with opening these things, but I'm 99% sure that this case is broken, because see that? It goes past the coin. So the damage is the case. So I just need to get me another case of some kind for this. Yeah, okay. I got the lid off the case now. Check. Yeah, it's on the case. There are a few small hairlines on here, but I was raised in Florida. That's why I have this Florida one. But yeah, the damage, fortunately, is very minimal, and it is on the plastic case. Yay. Yay, yay, and yay. Always happy about that. Alrighty. Well, I ended up with some coins in books, a few coins I need to take a better look at, a bunch of coins I still need to take a look at for the first go round, and a few mystery items. But I think I did pretty well for a night that I probably would have been sitting around on my butt watching Scrooge or something. I still have to deal with the copper. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. And I still have to deal with the bag of dimes and the bag of pennies. Yeah, that is a beautiful coin. I'm keeping that one. That's mine. I got a bunch of dimes here. I might as well look through them before I go. There's not that many, and I'm pretty sure they're all clad and clad, and probably just need to check and see if they will fit in any of these dime books, and then they can probably be routed back to the bank. Of course, I have set my dimes somewhere again. I lose books. I have such little space. It's really horrible how much space I do not have. I have set my dime books somewhere, and they're now nowhere to be seen, which is probably why these dimes are still laying around. Oh, I think I found them. Hang on. Yep, found my dime books. U.S. military depleting the silver at the U.S. Treasury in World War II. No. While I'm looking in this dime book, Mikey, if you are handy, would you please explain Barber Coins to Miss Southern Belle? She has a question about barbers. And I've got my head stuck in a book here. If I could get to the rest of my collection, I would pull one out and show it to her. Barber was the artist who did the artwork, and so that's what they call them, but they're very distinctive. Just like every coin is distinctive. I'm trying to fly off the top of my head and still read this book at the same time. Come on, eyes, focus. These dollar glasses are not cutting it for me. I'm going to have to get real glasses. I broke my glasses yesterday. 99D. So anything involving reading a book, now that I don't have my bifocals, it's a little difficult at the moment. I do not have a book. I don't think that goes this far. Yeah, I did. Okay. That's right. I did get one of those finally. It's got a V on it. I don't know if I can explain it. 2018 P. As soon as I go through these dimes, I'll pull one up if you're still here. And we'll show you. Even if I can just pull up a photograph. Or maybe Mikey can. I don't know. He can find you a link. Yeah, I just made Mikey a moderator today because he is always here and he is so helpful and he's so knowledgeable about not just about the coins, but about knowing where the information about the coins is. And that is really helpful to me when I am not able to keep my eyes on the stream at all times because I'm looking at the coins. So, and Handy Andy is in a totally different time zone. So sometimes when I pop on unannounced, he is either on someone else's channel, on his own channel, or he is sleeping. So I had to get rid of some of my moderators, just not because they did anything wrong, but because they simply could not be here. And so I am slowly picking some new ones. And Mikey has proven just in today that he has earned his little blue wrench. And I'm real happy to have him answering questions. Like I said, sometimes it's that I just don't see the question, and sometimes it's that I have no idea, and I'm not going to tell you that I know something that I don't. So it is always good to have that extra little helper that can, oh, there's one I need in my book. No, they're really cool coins. They are. They're really neat looking. It's on my bucket list of something I would like to find when I'm out metal detecting or barber anythings. I have found 5 gold rings and 2 silver rings, and I've only found 1 silver coin, and it was a Canadian dime. I have never found a silver. Well, I take that back. I found a war nickel, which is part silver. The war nickels do have silver content in them, and I did find one of those on my sister's farm. So, but in general, I have not found all the fancy silver coins that people like the Hoover Boys and all of that, those big channels have access to. Like I said, those things are all on my bucket list. And someday, I'm hoping that the wonderful God above will allow me to dig something like that up. And then I'm going to have to go down to the store and start buying Depends, because I will pee my pants if I ever dig something like that up. Just being honest, folks. Just being honest. The old lady would go out of her mind, like I did the day I found the gold crucifix ring. That I still talk about that day. And I have actually had a better day where I found 2 gold rings on the same day. But it just wasn't the same as when I found the crucifix ring. And I think it's because where I found the crucifix ring was not a place I would normally expect to find any kind of a ring like that. And where I found the 2 gold rings on one day, I had been finding all kinds of change and other stuff and other jewelry there. So I was happy. I was out there doing the happy dance. There's no doubt. But the fact that I found that crucifix ring when I was in a really, really bad frame of mind and needed some kind of message that I was on the right track, and then I found that ring. So that one probably has meant the most to me of anything that I found. But yeah, I'd probably wet my pants if I ever had the opportunity to hunt in some of these places where these guys find all of the really cool stuff. I never get to find that stuff. Someday, maybe. I was just getting where I was probably going to be able to go and do things like that. And then we got the COVID. Thank you, Mikey. Miss Southern Belle, Mikey is posting the information about the barbers for you. If you have a link, Mikey, to a picture of a barber nickel so that Miss Southern Belle can see how beautiful and cool looking they are, that would be awesome. I have a couple. I can, if I can get to the box, I think I have a couple of them in my collection. If you can't pull a picture up, I will try to at least dig one out at some point so she can see. We aim to please over here at the Susie Q Show. We don't have a lot of money, but we have a lot of heart. We do the best we can. This is the poor people's version of coin collecting. Right now, I truthfully, I don't even know how some people are maintaining some of the stuff I'm seeing them do with their channels, because they must have a whole bunch of money. That's all I know. They must have a whole lot of silver stacked up somewhere that I don't have access to, that's for sure. More commonly called a V-nickel. Exactly. 2018 P. I don't need it. I'm just going to finish these dimes and then I'm going to be done for the night. But I will try to pull out a V-nickel before I go. I do have one or two. They're not very good ones, but just so I have a sample of one anyway. That one. I got about 5 or 6 more dimes to go here. Ooh, that one's been in the ground. That is funky. Funky, funky, funky. That is nasty. That is nasty. I got a special container for nasty coins. Put that right in there. No, I don't need that. I don't need that. Don't need that. Oops. I don't need that. And I don't need that. So these can all go. I know I've been through this bag of dimes once before already, so those are going to the bank on Monday. All right, whoa, I just had a crash and boom in here. The shelf just fell out of my bookshelf because I had too much stuff on it. So now I got a project to do after I get offline. Oh, yippee, yay. Oh, never a dull moment here. Oops, I just dumped half of it onto the floor. Oh, my goodness. And I know why, so I'll have to fix that. All right, well, that was okay. I needed to put everything back in there properly anyway. So, all right, let me get this box here real quick. And I'm pretty sure I have a V nickel I can put under the scope. We got there. That's a war nickel. And that's a crummy old buffalo. Ah, here we go. I got a 1910 V nickel right here handy. We will put that under the scope. Like I said, this one's pretty toasted, but this is the obverse. She's supposed to have all kinds. It's supposed to have all kinds of lovely detail there, which of course is long worn off of this one. The reverse isn't so bad though. The reverse of this one, you can get a little more of an idea. So, and obviously there's why they call it the V nickel, which is V is the Roman numeral for 5. Some young people don't know Roman numerals, so they don't know that that's why that has a V on it. That is why, children, because that is the Roman numeral for 5. So there you go. I'm going to leave that sit there for a second while I try and reassemble all the stuff that just fell and put my books back in the box. No. Anyway. Oh, goodness. I'm a mess tonight. All right. Just about organized again. As far as my collection, I'm going to leave that V out for now. But that's one out of my little box. And so I hope that answered your question, Miss Southern Belle. And so now when you hear someone refer to a barber nickel or a V nickel, you'll have a point of reference. Yeah, all right. I think I did pretty well for getting some organization done. I got a lot of empty plastic bags here. I hope my neighbors don't think I'm some kind of drug dealer. I mean, I got plastic bags everywhere, but I also use them for my jewelry supplies. So I usually have a lot of these zippy bags laying around. Now, what is this? I just found a bag with a quarter and 2 3 nickels and what the heck is this? All right, now I gotta look at this. What are these coins? I have no clue. 1938 Wheatie. I think this is just some miscellaneous stuff from coin searches. There's a Lewis and Clark nickel from 2004. There's a 64 nickel. There's a pretty nice looking Marsh Billings, Rockefeller National Park. It's not a W though. I did find a W though a couple weeks ago. These are just random coins. These must be things I picked up off the floor and just threw in a bag. Another 63 nickel. A 64 nickel. A 82D. It didn't look too bad. 82s always mess me up because some of them are copper and some of them are zinc, and I don't know how to tell the difference between the two. That's one of the things I got to learn. Oh, here's a Canadian dime, 2008. So that was just a random pack of stuff there. Those can all go in that box. Yep. All of those can go in there. I'll put my V-nickel away. And I think I'm done for the night. I'm going to make some hot chocolate and pick the things up off the floor that fell down there and put these empty coin containers in their proper box. And that way I will be ready for tomorrow for the third day of the 12 Days Christmas. Sounds like a plan. I am so happy all you people came tonight. Just popped in to see what was going on. I almost gave the song a song title. Back in the 60s, there was a song by the first edition called I Just Dropped In to See What Condition My Condition Was In. And that song, while the band, the first edition, didn't really become superstars, the lead singer of that band became a mega star in country music. But my favorite song by him is always going to be I Just Dropped In to See What Condition My Condition Was In. And the singer of that band, the first edition, was Mr. Kenny Rogers. And so you guys dropped in to see what condition my condition was in tonight. And I appreciate every one of you doing so. I see there's some link posting and stuff going on right now. So I'm going to make sure that Mikey has answered everybody's questions with the links. At the middle of the two on the 82, it's either straight or curvy. But which one is straight and which one is curvy, so that I know which one is zinc and which one is copper. I get so confused on that. That's why I have this big bag over here of 82s. And it also has some 83s in it that I need to look at for something else. But yeah, I get so confused by some of that stuff. And I'm glad now that I am finally in my apartment, and I will have the winter months when I cannot detect to get caught up on some detecting videos that never got made and do a lot more research on coins so that my knowledge level has caught up with my enthusiasm. Like right now I am picking up stickers, channel stickers from, let me see, who do I have here? I have Park Rat Pat. I have 3 different varieties of those. I have an Ida Herring. I have a Jeff Silversmith. I have a Penny Dog. I'll probably give that Penny Dog one away. I have a history with Penny Dog. But anyway, doesn't matter. It's a cool sticker. I like it. Pick up all these bags. Mouse pad. I mean, my whole shelf collapsed, guys. I don't know what happened. Well, yeah, I do. Actually, one of the pegs appears to be out of it. So I'm not going to be able to put anything back on it until I stick something in there to support the shelf. But it's all good. We got a lot of stuff done. I think I made enough room down here to put all the prizes that will be, I'm getting ready to, getting them ready so that I can mail them out. And I really needed to make a place to put the ones that have already been claimed in the drawing. So, and every day that is going to get bigger and bigger, more of them claimed than are left in the box. So, there's coin rollers. I'm looking in boxes to see what's in these things. More coin rollers. Oh boy. I'll need those tomorrow. Got this licked. Ooh, what did I find here? Oh, let's stick that under there. Oh, looky, there's a steel penny. Yep, a steel penny. Came out in the war. That's more stuff that came out in the war. Another empty box. I'm really doing good here. Y'all look at that for a second while I pick the rest of this trash up. There we go. And I'm going to put the lid on this project. And we'll just call it a night. Like and subscribe. I don't have any idea what time I am doing the drawing tomorrow. The only drawings that have a schedule are the Monday night and the Wednesday night, and those will happen during my regular shows. The Lodo Coin Collecting Show on Monday night starts at 5 o'clock Eastern, and it runs a couple hours. It may run a little longer because we're doing the Christmas thing with it. And the Metal Detecting Show, which is on Wednesday nights, starts at 6. So somewhere between 6 and 8. There will be the drawing. The rest of them are just pop-ups. I'm trying to be as cool about it as I can and do them at varying times so that people on the West Coast have an opportunity, people that work nights have an opportunity, people that are early birds, people that have their own shows to do. You know, I'm trying to give everybody a chance by doing it at different times. And also because I cannot always schedule myself to be sitting at this computer at any exact moment. You know, I can't always say, oh, I'll be on at 5 or I'll be on at. I have some medical things that are happening. I actually have 3 hand-painted coins. No, I have 2. I gave one away yesterday. I have Iowa. I have an Iowa quarter that's hand painted. I have a Florida quarter that is hand painted, and I had a Hawaii, but that I gave to my nephew, my great nephew, as part of his Christmas, because although he was born in Washington State, he grew up in Hawaii. So I put that in his Christmas package. So now I only have 2 hand-painted quarters, but I do have something really cool. And since you brought it up, and since I haven't looked at it for a while, and I know where it is, I'm going to pull this out since you talked about things being colored in. Oh, this isn't it. Right channel, wrong envelope. Okay, let me reach in here. I only have a couple envelopes in here, so it has to be in one of them. Oh, that's got Ravenhawk stickers in it. That's not. That's an empty envelope. I don't need that. Oh, I know where it is. I got something. I think these are really cool. I've had other people go, oh, those are stupid. But in college, I studied journalism, but I also studied art. So sometimes I I like things that maybe other people wouldn't necessarily think are so cool. But I've got all kinds of oddities in this box. I might as well show you a couple of my oddities while I'm here. This is $1 that I actually got in my change. And I want you to make note of the top of that dollar. This dollar is off center. There's the bottom margin. And I'm guessing that the whole roll was because you can see that on the bottom margin there's part of the top of the next one. But yeah, these are improperly cut. And I got that in my change one day and stuck it aside. What year is this thing? It is but yeah, the whole margins are just totally snafu'd on this bill. I'm trying to get to the, come on, cooperate with me. I'm not used to putting bills under there. 1969. And so anyway, that's just an oddity that I have had. I think I got this when I worked at the grocery store. Then I have a Bank of Honduras. I don't really collect paper money, but this one was a Cinco de Mayo one somebody sent me from Honduras. It's not what I'm looking for, but then I have these I got from Kellen L. They're really cool. He was going to melt these Benjis down. He's a wackadoodle. But they are first day of issue stamps with the issue of the Benjis in them from the mint, and they were mailed from all over the world. And I traded Kellen for them because I also collect stamps. I'm a total nerd girl. Yeah, I am. I'm a nerd girl. I still haven't found the one I'm looking for, but I think I just got to it. Yeah. I had a couple of these. I gave one away. But I like $2 bills, and this is a colorized $2 bill commemorating Gettysburg National Park. And I just think it's really cool. I like them. I like them. So I had another one, I think it was Yellowstone, and I gave it away. Yeah, we're all nerds, or we wouldn't be watching. You got that right, Reed. You nailed that one. But yeah, I like those colorized $2 bills. I like $2 bills in general. I got another one here. This one is a $2 star note from 1953, which is my birth year, which is why I've held on to that one. I don't really collect paper money, but I will make an exception for, stuff like that. I have other $2 bills in here as well. And some other proof sets and odds and ends that I need to actually go through and look at. Oh, I just found a Barber Dime while we're here. So if Miss Southern Bell's still looking, I'll stick a Barber Dime up here so she can see that. I found a whole little package with some Barber Dimes in it. Here's an 1893 Barber Dime. So let me flip it over, and on the back, there you go. Just happened to see one, and hey, we were just talking about barbers. So there's a barber. I need to get on organizing my stuff, and that's kind of what you got in on the beginning of tonight. was me starting to organize my collection so I know what I have. And part of that is I'm getting old and I need to make a new will, because my old will has the things that are in it don't have anything to do with what I actually have now, or who some of the people that were supposed to get things are no longer with us. So that's part of this exercise. And somebody said, you're being paranoid because of COVID. No, I'm being normal because I'm almost 70 years old. And I'm not going to be here forever. I have health issues. So I need to make certain that some of these things need to go where they need to go. And if I leave it to my family, there will be a big squabble and nobody will end up with what they were supposed to. So the way around that is for me to make certain that I have everything organized. Oh, I just found a 1997 proof set. Interesting. I think I got that from Ravenhawk. I'm a member on his channel. I don't support a whole lot of channels because simply I don't have the money to do it. I think I'm a member on 3 channels for very small amounts of money. And one of them is Ravenhawk Coins. He has always been on the straight up with every dealing I have ever done with him. And I don't know, I guess about a week ago he made me a moderator on his channel, and I was really happy that he did that. I will do whatever I can do to make sure that channel survives and thrives. This morning there was a metal detectorist that popped into my channel that he is largely one of the 2 people largely responsible for me becoming a detectorist, and his name is Robert Ferguson. He lives out in the Huntington Beach area of California, and he is a beach detectorist of tremendous talent, and I on occasion will sponsor Robert's channel. Right now I'm not sponsoring him because I have no money and he knows it, but and I sponsored Rob Fine's Treasure for a while because when I first started he helped me out, but I don't have money to sponsor channels. But if somebody wants, somebody makes me a mod and needs me to help in some other way, I'm up for that. I do my part as much as I can. There's some stuff I just can't do. I used to be able to buy rolls and that kind of stuff, and that was where a lot of my prizes came from. I would just buy the rolls and I would end up giving away whatever was found in my rolls. But my living situation and my income changed. COVID kind of killed my jewelry business that I was making a little side money with. So that changed what I can do in the community. And I have had people comment, well, you don't support my channel anymore. No, I don't. I go watch your channel. I hit the like, I hit the subscribe. I just can't buy the goods. So I'm hoping to change that. But for the moment, I'm just doing what I can do. And really, that's, I think, what all of us, I think that's where we're all at right now. We're just doing what we can do through this. Hopefully, the coming year, things will be substantially better for us all. And we can get back to doing the things that we want to do and need to do. Like, I want to go metal detecting. I wanted to go to Florida Hunt 7 next month. That's not going to happen for me. I cannot afford it. And unless I had all my COVID shots, no, I just can't. So, but I would sure like to. Okay, these are prizes, and these are prizes. All right, I got all the prizes where they need to be. Everybody's stuff that's mailed out. The packages are ready for tomorrow's adventure. Yay! All right, I'm going to have some hot chocolate. I'm going to go watch some YouTube for a little bit and go to sleep. I really, really appreciate that all you people, what is that? I have mine put up in 2 boxes for your 2 daughters. Yeah, see, I don't have kids, but I have nieces, nephews, grandnieces, all of that stuff. And I have very old collectible items that have been in our family for 150 years. I need to make sure those things go to where they need to go. So, organizing my coin collection, that's just one part of the whole thing. Yeah, I know there's lots of people going to Florida Hunt 7. I was on the list to go to Florida Hunt 7. I still have my car reserved, but I don't think I'm going to make it. I don't think I'm going to have the money. It would take me $600 to go because I have to rent a car. I would have to rent a room or sleep in my car. I've had offers to share rooms, but I am very, very high risk for COVID. And I know I've been getting down there with all my buddies, you know, Park Rat Pat, and Florida Thunder Digging with Rob, and the Weedy Boys, and Dirt Digging Troy, and Cynthia, and everybody. And nobody knows who has it. And that's a problem for me. So if they had come out with this vaccine 2 months ago, where I could have gotten the vaccine and the follow-up shot prior to the Florida Hunt 7 date, I would probably have gone. I could drive it in about 11 hours from where I am, straight shot down the interstate. But it's the added expense. You know, it's $200, a little over $200 for the car, 50 or $60 to get in, then probably $200 more for places to stay, plus another $100 for gas, and probably $100 for food. So I can't justify it. I missed it last year because of, and this makes me mad, I missed it last year because a bunch of people reserved the spots. And at that time, I only lived 2 hours away. People reserved the spots and then didn't show up. Well, because they had all the spots reserved, I was told, no, there's no room, you can't come. And then it turns out 90 of those people never showed up. So I sat home being pissed because I didn't get to go. And so I was all excited to go this year. And then the COVID monster, the state of Florida, I'm sorry, it's my home state. I was raised there, but they blew it on how they're handling COVID. They were more concerned about tourist revenue than they were about the lives of their citizens. My poor brother has not been out of his house since the first week of March, other than to go to the doctor. You know, he's a prisoner in his own home. And it's because they became so lackadaisical about how it was. And so now they still have extremely high COVID rates. And I can't risk going there. And I still have the car reserved because in the back of my head, I'm thinking if the weather is halfway decent here in Virginia that week, I might drive over to Virginia Beach and do some beach detecting for a couple of days, which would cost me substantially less to do. And I would not be around 300 people. So I still kept that car, you know, because I can wait till the last day and cancel that reservation. But even that would probably cost me $400. You know, I just go over there and spend one night. But it's, you know, I don't know. Don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, I would imagine from Nevada, it's way too far. All right, peeps, I'm going to go. I thank you again, everybody, for coming to be here. I've been on here 3 hours. Unbelievable. So I'm going, and I thank you all so much. Let me, just out of curiosity, I want to see. I got 31 likes on this thing tonight. That's awesome. 31 people, and not a single thumbs down because that guy's over in somebody else's channel not bothering me tonight. But I'm sure he'll come by later and give me my thumbs down. All right, I'm going to go make my hot chocolate. I might go watch some Mike Lyman. He just is on now live streaming with a $50 coin roll hunt with some free giveaways. Papa Spare Time is on. Big T's Coins is on. Far North Coins is on. Tammy Jones is running a freaking marathon over there. She's still on. Doing some stuff for Everyday Opportunity. I wish somebody do something like that for me and help me get to my 1,000. I'm telling you. I feel like I'm clawing my way up the side of a mountain by my fingernails. But anyway, go see one of those, or go back and watch some of my videos and give me some watch time. And I'll see as many of you as possible in tomorrow's giveaway. Thanks so much for coming. I really had a good time tonight sorting through all the coins. I found some really cool stuff I didn't even know I had anymore. So thank y'all. Bye-bye.